Good evening and welcome to Midnight. This is Anna Transylvania from Anna Transylvania's Tarot Room, and today I wanted to talk about little questions that I always get around this time, which is, well, the first and foremost question is, when you read your own tarot cards, or if you're teaching somebody how to read their tarot cards and see the signs, what are some signs of pairs and what are some signs of soulmates, twin flames in the cards? Okay, so tonight I thought we would talk about that. So as you can see over here, it is a little bit of a wacky Wednesday today. So Wacky Wednesday is every Wednesday. I'm gonna try to break it up a little bit, be real, handle some of your questions, okay? So this is my altar. As you can see, I need to clean, okay? The cleaning video is coming up next Wacky Wednesday because we need to talk about cleaning, okay? Springtime, cleaning, yes, it's coming. All right, but tonight we are talking about twin flames and soulmates and how do you recognize them in the cards. Well, first and foremost, whenever I read the cards, if I have two people of the same suit, I know that my client is with somebody compatible, okay, if it's a love reading. But two people of the same suit can also mean somebody that's integrated emotionally and mentally and physically. So like, both their sides, their masculine and feminine side, are integrated together. They work very well. They're in balance, okay? If they're upside down, they're not in balance, okay? However, two people in the cards, two court cards of the same suit, okay? Especially a king and a queen, unless you're LGBT and you prefer the same sex, then it's a king and a king. And of course, for that, you don't have that, you don't have that, difference. You don't have, it could be a king of wands and a king of cups. Okay. Now, a word. If, say, this is a page, okay. If so, say you get the king and you get the page. Yes, that's also a couple. But there's like an imbalance of power in that dynamic, okay? One of you is immature, the other one is more mature. You see what I'm saying, okay? Or there could be an age difference in between the two people, okay? Now, so any two pairs, same suit, excellent compatibility kind of energy. These two are soulmates. Sometimes people say that the King of Cups, so I chose these two particularly because sometimes they say the King of Cups is a soulmate for a woman, Queen of Cups soulmate for a man. It doesn't have to be, okay? It depends on what the representative for the particular person is in the cards, okay? Now in the major arcana, we also have couples, and these would be power couples. One such couple is Emperor and Empress, okay? They represent the pinnacle. They are a power couple. There would be examples of this, like when they were still married, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Okay, power couple, soulmates. That would be one example of this. So they're a power couple. They could also be like, the grandmother and the grandfather to a very big bloodline, like, or they could be actually ancestors that are hand in hand, guiding a bloodline, okay? But soulmates, Emperor, Empress, Hierophant and High Priestess is another couple, Sun and Moon, another couple, in the major, okay? Now that we've established coupledom and all of this stuff, you could also have, if it's same sex, same gender, or different gender, You could have the High Priestess and the Empress. So as long as it's the same sort of level, so if it's Major Arcana, you'll have somebody else from the Major Arcana, then it's balanced, okay? Different personalities, but still balanced, okay? So now I want to go through a couple of cards that signify different relationship goals, different relationships, okay? So the first one, okay, let's take these away. The first card, okay, is the Four of Wands. A lot of people say this is a marriage card. Yes, it could represent a marriage. I have a little bit of a different definition. To me, this is the marriage bed. This is the pillars of your joy. So whenever you have a couple that's a happy couple, you tend to get this and a bunch of cups and wands if they're sexually attracted to each other, and all of this. Now, this can also represent the four posts of a marriage bed, okay? So basically like your honeymoon. So if you're planning to get married, this would be your honeymoon card, okay? So this would be like a celebration, a celebratory card. Getting engaged would be one of these cards, So many different meanings. So getting engaged, partying, being very happy together, getting married, honeymoon, all of that is this card here. Okay. Ace of Wands is also an excellent card. A lot of people would disagree with me because they see the Ace of Wands being really the epitome of being single. But in a couple's reading, it could actually mean that they have passion for each other. They're sexually attracted to each other, okay? So in any kind of relationship, this could, you know, it could be straight or hetero or LGBT. Okay, so in any kind of relationships, the Ace of Wands means sexual attraction, passion for each other. They have this immediacy to get together, which sometimes can be bad, but it's a very good card for blossoming relationships, for all of that stuff. Okay. Now, of course, we have the Hierophant, big marriage card, big contract card. Need I say more? No, I don't need to say more. Okay. So yeah. So these are kind of like a little bit of marriage cards. Then we have, I'm going to put them like right to the side over here. Then we have like coupledom cards, different types of couples, different types of coupledom. So we have the Two of Cups. Everybody knows the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is the soulmate card, okay? They're two different people coming together, okay? Coming together, making something better, all right? Now, if you have, say, the Two of Cups and the Strength card, we see a lion, which in these cards, if you have something winged over here, it represents an angel. It represents being blessed, like the unions being blessed. So the soulmate card, excellent card to have, okay? Soulmate, not necessarily twin flames, just kind of soulmate, karmic bonded. This can come up also with like very strong friendships, okay? Excellent card to have. Another excellent card to have. Now, like I said, I have a bit of a different interpretation for this card. A lot of people will say it's a choice in between two people, like there's like three people in the relationship, stuff like that. But it depends on the context. So if you have the two people, the two paired people with the lovers in between, excellent card. This is also the twin flame card, okay? This is the twin flame. It's blessed. It's ordained by the destinies, things like this, okay? Very, very good card to have when you're looking for your twin flame, okay? Ten of Cups. Everybody knows the Ten of Cups, okay? It's the happy family card. They're looking at their lands. They have the little children over here. The rainbow with the cups over here. They're very happy. Everything is overflowing. Abundance, happiness, love, joy, okay? This is that card, okay? Very good to have in a twin flame kind of relationship. If you have any of the marriage ones too, perfect. It's a relationship that's going well. Now, this one is one of my personal favorites because I always get it. I always get it when I do private readings, okay? So a lot of people, once again, it's not a traditional interpretation, but this one I like because the chariot represents you leaving behind the familiar, okay, and sort of going out in the wilderness with the two of you. It's kind of like the two figures from the Two of Cups are pulling together at the larger relationship. So whenever you have a very goal-driven couple, which most of my couples are over here on this channel and everything like that, if you have a very goal-driven couple, like they sit down every 3 months and they put on paper, this is what we would like to accomplish next time, in the next quarter, all of that. Career-oriented couples, power couples, excellent for power couples. Also, a predestined sort of meeting, okay? That it's a predestined tie that's happening because this figure here, the chariot, can mean the chariot of destiny, and you can see the 4 posters of the 4 of Wands over here. So it's a little bit, like I said, it's a bit of a different interpretation, but I really like this card for people who are kind of duty bound. This one can also be like an arranged marriage kind of card as well. Like if you're from one of those cultures where your families get together and they're like, okay, you guys are getting married now. That's this card here. Okay. So next card we have is the 6 of Cups. This one can be either you're meeting a soulmate and they're asking you out on a date, things like this, you guys vibe, you feel like children together because these are supposed to be kids. So you feel like very happy, you feel joyous like when you were a child and stuff like that. So this is basically the we resonate card. There's 2 people resonating together, okay, and having a nice exchange, okay. Now this card can also mean somebody from your past is coming back, or you have a type that keeps recurring. So in the cards for soulmates and everything like that, when the person picks who they want to date and everything like that, they always have the same type of person, and that person keeps recurring. So that's this card over here. A very good card for resonation, a very good card for love, for just like very simple love. Just simply these 2 people love each other. Okay, these 2 people love each other and they're happy together, and that's how they are. Okay, it can also be the card for actually like having a happy home, because you see all of these houses. So after you've been together for a like longer period of time and you have kids and everything like that, and you have your house and all of that, this can mean that like you guys still continue to give to each other romantically, okay? And that recurs again and again and again. So, okay, just a little bit. All right, so next one, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Again, power couple card, okay? But this one is actually my favorite romance card of the deck because it encompasses everything. So in the 10 of Cups, we have these cards, right? In the 10 of Cups, we have, everything, everybody's happy and they're dancing and they're joyous and everything like this. In the 10 of Pentacles, we have the addition of a supportive system around you. Like we're protected. See this castle here? It's protected, okay? This couple is protected. They have the 2 dogs. The couple is protected. There's a tower in the background. There's an elder over here kind of overseeing them, just being happy together. So this card is my favorite because of that, because not only do they have the resources, but they have the protection and the acceptance of and the support. So this one means social support as well. Like they're supported on a social level, but not just by the elders, but all the people in the town. Support them, surround them, okay, with support. All right. So that's why I love this card. It's my favorite. They're a power couple over here. They're going to eventually become like this elder over here. So they have a future ahead of them. This is a very good card if you want to manifest having it all in romance, career, supportive system. This one would be the one. Okay. So if you've had like tower moments, this is the one you need to be calling in right after the tower moment. All right. So then, this is another one of those cards that people don't really associate with love. Okay, this is the Eight of Wands. However, like a lot of people say that these are the arrows of love. To me, they are like in the law of attraction, arrows of desire. Okay. So it is the yes card. So if you see a couple and you have the yes card, that means yes, they're a good couple. They're compatible. They're a good couple. All right. So this one is an excellent card for two people just meeting, falling in love. You have the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, even the Six of Wands sometimes. Like if one of them is playing hard to get and the other one has the Six of Wands, that means, the chase is over. They've won. Okay. This one is the yes card. This one is, okay, it's coming. Your love is coming. It's a yes. If you've been trying to do love manifestation or manifest a soulmate, and you're using some of these cards to manifest, which you could. This one is an excellent card that tells you, yes, it's coming. All right. So last, but definitely not least, it resents that, is this one. Okay. Now, I don't promise you that I was just going to say good cards, okay? I stayed pretty positive, but this particular card, and let me cover them up over here, okay? This particular card is the Devil card, and this one is not just about toxic relationships, but like really sexual relationships, okay? So sometimes we just don't want to be coupled up and married and all of this stuff. Simply because we're looking for love doesn't mean we're looking for eternal love, okay? So sometimes it's good to have a little bit of bad, right? So the Devil card encompasses all of those quote unquote toxic relationships, but this includes like one night stands, situationships, things that are taboo, like if somebody is into some kinky things, okay? The Devil encompasses that, right? So if you're looking for a certain kind of person that's mysterious, charismatic, things like this, now, to me, this is the Narcissist card. But they can have those traits without being one, okay? So you're looking for them in specific places in your life. Pretty good card. Like, this means that you're compatible in your shadow sides, okay? The Devil means you're compatible in your shadow sides, but you have to watch out, okay? Watch out for a good time, not a long time, okay? This one is for a good time, not a long time. If you that's all I'll say about that. So it's a little bit good to have, right? It's also a little bit good to know, okay, that this can lead to something that you might not want. All right. So like when you get, so say you get all of the happiness markers and everything like that, and then you get the Devil card, it means you're extremely sexually attracted to each other. Okay. And that your shadow side, so it might be a trauma bond, so you have to watch to not get attached in those ways. Okay. So that said, let's draw one more and see what we get. I'm not looking, I promise you. Oh my God. Okay. We're not drawing that one. That one was a bad one. It was this one. I don't want to talk about that one. Let's draw. Okay, let's draw this one, okay? So, here he is. The best Hanka Burning Love, okay, in the tarot deck. This is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands comes on strong. He knows what he wants. He showers you with affection, kisses, things like this, okay? He's very demanding. He knows what he wants. He wants you. So this is that suitor that will not take no for an answer, okay? Within reason, okay? So they're coming in hot, strong, okay? But they're only there until the situation is over. So the knights are really situational people. Also, this guy, he loves to be single. And he doesn't have any shortage of admirers because look at his panache, okay? He is a fire sign. Some people say Sagittarius, some people say Leo, some people say Aries, but he's really raw energy. He's really raw energy. He's really the energy of the wands, which is very fiery energy, very, I want this, I'm going to go get this. Okay? He doesn't let an opportunity be missed. Bores easily. Okay? So, for the singles out there, if you'd like to attract somebody, just for a good time, not a long time, okay? This one's it. Okay? All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to. Mwah. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.